Hi, my name is Mrs. Shah, and I'm a tutor at Nichols Elementary School, and I will be reading pages 32 to 36. Stubborn Streak. You get that stubborn streak from me, Granny Torelli says. Yeah, sure, I say, thinking of my Granny Torelli, always so calm, so patient. Listen, she says, let me tell you about stubborn me. Remember Pardo? Pardo with the name you think is so funny? Pardo found this dog, see? Big, black, mangy-looking dog, slobbering all over the place. That dog was so big I thought it was a pony the first time I saw it. Pardo, he was going to teach that dog everything. Sit, heel, come, fetch. All day long he was outside with that big black dog. He named it Nero, which means black, which goes to show you that Pardo was not the most, how you say, original boy. So he is out there making poor Nero sit and heel and come and fetch and completamente, ignoring me, his buddy, his pal forever, and I did not like it, not one piccolino bit. I got it into my head that I would make that Nero, that big black mangy dog Nero, I would make him love me. I would make him love me so much that Nero would want to be with me all the time. And then Pardo would want to be with me all the time too. And so I asked Pardo if I can take Nero for a walk, and my plan is to take Nero to the woods and give him little chocolates. But Pardo says, no, I can't take Nero because Nero is too big and will not obey me, and I might get hurt. And I am stubborn, Granny Torelli says. I am so stubborn like a donkey. I beg Pardo, I plead, I whine, and finally Pardo says, Bene. He says I can go ahead and take Nero for a walk, and I know he has said this only to shut me up. And so I take Nero and set off across the fields. His leash is a rope, and it feels good in my hand. And then Nero starts running, galump, galump, like a big, huge horse thing, faster and faster, and the rope is pulling, and it is rubbing my hand raw, and I'm yelling at Nero to stop, but he won't stop, and then I trip, and Nero is dragging me across the field and down a muddy bank, and slush into the creek, when finally I let go, and Nero races on, running to the woods. Granny Torelli, sitting in our kitchen, looks at the palms of her hands as if she can still feel the rope burning. What about Nero, I say? Did you find him? Nero, Granny Torelli says. There I am, all sore and muddy in the creek, and you are worried about that black mangy Nero? She makes me laugh, that Granny Torelli. That dog, she says. I straggled through the woods all day long, calling that black mangy dog. And when it is getting dark, and I am cold and hungry and bruised and prickled, I go home. I am not wanting to face Pardo. I am not wanting to tell him I have lost his most precious dog. I start back across the fields, and there are Mama and Papa and my brothers and sisters, and there is Pardo, and they're all coming across the fields like a big wave of people, calling for me. And I want to cry. It is such a good sight to see. But then I see Nero loping along beside Pardo, just as happy as can be, that black mangy dog. And everyone is saying, where were you? And Blessed Mother Mary, you are safe. But I am only seeing that black mangy Nero slobbering beside Pardo. And I go up to Pardo, and I punch him and tell him he has a stupid, stupid dog. Stupido. Granny Torelli finishes her story and leans forward, placing both her hands flat on the table. See, she says, see how stubborn I can be? And we laugh, me and Granny Torelli, there in the kitchen with the chickeny soup, smelling so good.